For the first time in Georgia history, a woman serving a life sentence is free because of a new state law designed to protect survivors of abuse. Caitlin Ross joining us to talk more about a story about Nicole Boynton. She spent 23 years behind bars for a crime the judge now says she was really the victim after sustained abuse for many, many years. How does this new law change what happens for people in her position? There are so many women, in particular, in this position.
Cheryl, this is a huge deal, and it's likely to set a national precedent. All eyes are on Georgia now as they review this case and figure out how this is going to impact our justice system.
Looking around and watching cars drive by, I was like, wow, is this really real?
Freedom sounds like traffic, feels like fresh air, and looks like cars passing by after 23 years in prison.
It didn't feel real at first.
Nicole Boynton was just 18 years old when she stabbed her boyfriend during a fight inside their Cobb County home in 1999. He died, and under Georgia law at the time, judges had no other choice in the sentence.
Nicole was convicted of felony murder, which carried an automatic life sentence.
But decades later, a new law changed everything. Georgia's Survivor Justice Act allows judges to consider whether abuse was a significant factor in the crime.
Nicole has done it. She's the first person to have had a sentence vacated and be resentenced under the SJA.
Court records show Boynton endured years of physical and sexual abuse, starting in childhood and continuing throughout her relationship.
So when the judge told me that she's vacating my sentence and time served, I just couldn't do nothing but cry and thank Jesus.
On January 5th, the Cobb County judge vacated Boynton's life sentence and resentenced her to time served, making her the first person released under the new law.
It's really pretty powerful to sort of work on a bill, get it passed, get it signed, and then it go into effect, and somebody walks out of prison all within a span of 12 months.
Now 44, she has a job lined up, earned multiple certifications while incarcerated, and says she wants to help other women still behind bars.
This isn't even the end of it. This is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Her lawyers say she's not under any state supervision, and advocates believe that hundreds of other incarcerated women could qualify under this new law.
Yeah, the impact could be massive. I just have to say it's incredible that after abuse and 23 years in prison has not quenched her spirit. You just feel this gratitude with her. It's really remarkable. But to your point, so many other states are going to be watching Georgia now. They want to see what happens here. How soon might we see other cases move through because of hers?
That is such a great question because the team at Alston Bird has been working on her case since 2022. So this did not happen quickly. At first, they were going for parole. They wanted her to get out of jail. But after this law passed, they said, okay, here's a real opportunity here. They took that and they ran with it, but it wasn't something that happened overnight. And if you look historically at women who are incarcerated, there's a very high percentage of them that have been victims of abuse. So this is going to open the door for a whole new wave of criminal justice.
It truly is a beginning for Nicole
Yes.
and for perhaps
So
many
many
others. Caitlin, thanks.